Go ahead, go ahead.
Billete nuevo no acepta.
You have to take the ticket, put it again.
Billete nuevo no acepta.
Let's go with our card now, and then we try.
Yeah, totally. It's still nice though. Yeah.
Agua, vete, llegó la coca, la Inca, la Fanta, el agua. Agua gaseosa.
Here's the entrance.
Agua gaseosa.
Tell you what, I am stressing out a little bit, but this is really fun. And big shout out to our two new friends, Diana and Marcelo, because it is a lot being here, kind of stressful, but without them it would be a lot more stressful. So big shout out to them. Who knows where we'll end up today? Lots of action. Oh, Chinatown here. Whew. So we were told by our subscribers that Miraflores doesn't necessarily depict Peru most accurately.
Or Lima, yeah.
So here comes the true
real.
side. Yeah, the real side of Peru
The
vlog.
real Lima. That's
All right, let's go. Smells like incense. Oh yeah, here incense. Hola. She said hello. Haha, shout out. Thanks for taking us, guys. Thank you.
No para mí es gris. Churro nylon. 50 mascarillas.
Look at how many people are in here. It's crazy. Where's everybody going? Everyone's just out and about and shopping. Wow. What is this? Seems like street ceviche. This is
I'm stressing out.
overwhelming, but it's still good. Wow.
This is banana.
Banana.
Sweet and salt.
Ah. Okay, all the Peruvian snacks. This is cereal and this is a cookie. Maybe we'll get one.
Okay.
Yes. Sure. We'll get one of this. How much is this one?
Oh, and this is turrón Doña Pepa.
What is this? Kiwicha. Some Peruvian cereal, and it's a superfood. The astronauts eat this.
In space?
Tastes like Rice Krispies, but more crunchy.
What's it called? Kiwicha.
Yeah,
Cool.
very nice.
We bought it from this little shop here.
In the middle of chaos.
In the middle of chaos.
Lima Center.
All right, let's go. Hola. ¿Cuánto?
15.
Okay. Want one, Ivana?
26, ¿no?
You want?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, I want.
26, ¿no? Sí. La mami.
You got 15 soles, Ivana?
It's a gift.
It comes with weed.
You bought it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. Thank you, Diana. I really love it. By the way, I think it's the hottest day of the year today. 27, 28 degrees. We got bubbles happening. We got a new hat happening. Best day ever. All right, so obviously we are in Chinatown now. Big shout out to Marcelo and Diana for bringing us here. Marcelo is actually from Sao Paulo, Brazil, so having international friends is really the gift that keeps on giving, and Diana is a local from Lima. So I think we'll hang out in Chinatown now for a little while. Maybe we'll try some chifa food, and my understanding is chifa is what you call Chinese food here in Peru because there's a huge Chinese population, and in the Chinese language, chifa actually means eat rice. So you don't say you want to eat Chinese food, you say you want to eat chifa, which means you want to eat some rice. So I think we'll try some Chinese food, and then I think after this we will go to maybe historical downtown and learn some history of the Chinese population or just of Peru in general. So I think there's lots of things on the docket today. It might be another long vlog, to be honest, which I don't mind because there's lots to do here in Lima. So buckle up, here we go on a outside of Miraflores walking tour with our two new friends. Let's go. Whoa.
I will avoid giving a refrain of giving any opinions about it.
Come on.
Oh, you're matching your shirt, Steve.
I will keep the opinions to myself.
So our Brazilian friend is comparing Inca Kola to Guarana and saying Guarana is much better.
No,
You're
no.
not a
And
person.
his Peruvian girlfriend is not agreeing. It's a hilarious conversation.
Obviously, no.
Okay, Steve.
So
Now
first time
you'll
trying.
be the judge.
It looks almost like it's radioactive, I think is the word. Or maybe that it's like a glow stick. That's a good. Oh, especially when you pour it. Watch when you pour. Look at the color when it gets bubbles. It's like glowing. Wow. I feel like the pressure is on for me to like this, but I don't really like cola in general. So, might be a okay review.
Okay, salud.
Salud, salud, salud.
Hello, cheers.
Inca Kola. Oh, it tastes like cream soda.
Oh yeah, you
Tastes
are
like cream soda.
right.
It's good.
Tastes like
Good
cream
review.
soda.
You know cream soda? Sort of like cream soda.
Yeah, cream soda.
It's like a North American pop. Cream soda. It's good.
Yeah, you're right.
It's alright.
Some people say it tastes like bubble gum. You taste
Bubble
it?
gum.
All the foreigners say that.
How would you describe the taste? Local Peruvian. What would be the
Yerba
flavor?
buena taste. No, sorry. Yerba Luisa taste.
Lemongrass.
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 Lemongrass. Tastes like lemongrass. Wow.
Well, it's a wide range of flavors. I got cream soda. Some people got bubblegum, and some people got lemongrass.
So, Inca
Whatever your heart
Kola or
desires.
Guarana?
Inca Kola or Guarana?
You are in front of the Brazilian or Peruvian?
I know, Brazil and Peru.
For me, I just have water. It's
I
not
think
bad,
I
though.
like this one better.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
better.
Sorry, Marcelo.
Okay, fine. I say Guarana then. I say Guarana.
Lost some Brazilian followers.
Sorry, the camera eats first.
Yeah, always. He's
All right. So stay tuned to our channel for a more of a deep dive into the chifa food here in Peru. Today we just had a little bit of dim sum and some Inca Kola as a way to fuel up before we keep our walking tour going. Oh wow, so we just learned that every firefighter in Peru is a volunteer. So they're constantly out in these sort of street festivals, and I guess they're recruiting new firefighters as well as collecting donations, because literally the entire country has volunteer firefighting, which is super interesting and probably a first of any country we've been to, I think. This is the greatest walking tour I've ever been on.
Yeah.
So it was really funny that Marcelo saw our first vlog where we said, it's so clean. And he said, listen, it's not a good reflection. Although I will say, even this part here is still
Not bad.
very clean.
Yeah.
It could be a lot worse.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's quite clean. But anyway, big shout out to our two new friends. Super nice to be with them.
A Brazilian and a Peruvian.
And oh, we learned that Peru is playing a World Cup qualifying match in a week or two, and we're really going to try to get tickets.
Yes.
Because they're playing at the National Stadium, and maybe we can go watch Peru versus, I think, Paraguay, which should be a lively atmosphere,
Maybe we
to
can
say the
go.
least. So
Maybe
that
you
would be
can
great.
get tickets.
Yeah, that would be something
see.
special. Although,
We
yo,
cannot
this
lose.
is...
We
you
cannot
wanna-
lose them.
Yeah, don't lose them. We'll be in deep trouble. But this is seemingly very safe and very clean. Marcelo and Diana were sort of like the power of the hand. The power of the hand. They sort of wanted to give us a more authentic experience, and I think still surprised, still loving it.
First glimpse of a favela.
Is it actually favela?
Actually, favela.
Yeah, way in the distance there, guys. Maybe we can get a zoom in and show you the very colorful favela.
Barquillo.
Another snacks?
Barquillo.
Parquillo.
Barquillo with B. Barquillo.
Parquillo. Parquillo.
What?
This is terrible.
Parquillo. It's
You
okay.
say it, it sounds so nice, and Ivana says it, it sounds
Parquillo.
barquillo.
Barquillo.
Say bar-
Pronunciation challenge, me versus Ivana. Barquillo.
Parquillo. Parquillo.
Barquillo.
It's
Anyway,
good. It's like a really thin pancake,
Oh, it's like a pancake.
like an egg roll.
Oh, it's crispy. Yeah, I thought so. Cool. And it's called a barquillo. What's this building?
So this is the Museum of the Holy Inquisition. It is a museum where they show that how Spaniards tried to push their religion to the Incas, because Incas didn't trust in God. They trust in the nature. They trust in the sun, in the earth, in the animals, the
Right.
air. And when Spaniards came, they tried to push their religion, and when they saw that Incas were not on that way,
Right.
they tortured them.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
and this museum shows how the tortures were.
Wow. Well, I'm sort of speechless. I think that Peruvian history would be similar to Canadian history in the relationship of the Europeans and natives.
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it. Museum of the Holy Inquisition.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you have it. I guess it's closed now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. Would you want to go? Have you been before?
Yes, I've been there before.
And you are part native. Some native blood.
I have part native blood.
Wow. How did it make you feel to see everything inside?
It was horrible because you can see with your eyes how the people was tortured. The tortures were like unexplainable.
Right.
And you don't see figures, pictures. You see some kind of bodies.
Oh, like a reenactment.
Yes. And you go through they have places where they were that were closed because
Yeah.
they were inside those tiny places. They were put under very pressure, no food, pain. They cut it, for example, the tongue,
Oh my God.
or hang them in their
Yeah,
in
yeah.
their arms.
History is so rough. I think every country has a very bloody and brutal history. Anyway, it's good for you to be able to go and see it and still go on and be happy and friendly and nice to people and sort of do your best, because history is rough.
History is rough.
Anyway, let's keep going on the walking tour.
Still here.
walk all around and doing the sound.
Oye, se
¿Puedes hacerlo? ¿Puedes tocar? all the Peruvians know that that sound means that this guy is
Knife sharpening.
knife sharpening. So if you are cooking, you hear that. Oh my god!
I will bring my knives and my swords.
Yeah. It's almost like the noise for the ice cream men. It's the noise for the knife sharpener.
Yeah.
Cool. So here we are, guys, at the world famous best churros in Peru.
Yeah.
Yes.
Certified.
Certified.
From San Francisco.
Churros, San Francisco. So this happens a lot on our vlogs where we sort of juxtapose something serious and historical beside something happy and fun.
Yeah.
I do wish I had something better to say when we were talking with Diana about torture of non-Christian people, but this is the nature of travel, especially a
Right.
walking tour. It could be food and then history and then back to a beautiful landscape or something. And so without further ado, time to eat the best churros in Peru.
Yes.
Hola.
Son 3 pasteleras, ahí está. 1, 2 y 3 pasteleras.
Tres. Awesome. This is a churro? No.
This is a churro.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like a gigantic pig in a blanket. I thought a churro was you know what? I don't know what a churro is. Let's be honest. My impression of a churro is totally wrong, and I'm being
It looks like a really long croissant.
yeah. That's what it looks like. A big long croissant.
Yeah. This would be Peruvian churros.
Peruvian churros.
Regular alpaca
Alpaca.
Baby
Wool.
alpaca.
and baby.
It doesn't-
Baby alpaca.
It doesn't mean that the alpaca is baby.
It's the first cut.
It is the first cut.
Oh, it doesn't mean it's from a baby. It means just
Oh,
a
it means
The
it's
first cut.
the
first cut.
Like the baby
This
hair.
is also
baby
the second.
hair.
And also the second.
Oh, this is even softer.
No.
De todo esto están hechos todas las prendas.
And so, alpaca wool is the most expensive wool in the world.
Yeah, the fiber is the most expensive.
And it's
You
very
can buy
popular
it.
here.
Very popular
Really,
here.
really expensive.
So, lovely little shop.
Eso te vale 65. Y es
alpaca.
reversible.
65. Is baby?
Es alpaca.
Alpaca normal.
Alpaca
this is alpaca,
second.
no.
Alpaca.
También tengo en baby.
So the wool is very good for cold. It's very, very thermal
Yeah, very thermal.
and very soft as well.
Yeah, soft as well. Try it.
Este es baby alpaca. mira.
It's a baby alpaca.
¿Y cuánto está esta?
Money, you
Este
want to
vale
buy?
85.
85.
After you do you need it? It's very hot now.
Yeah, the
we're
thing
gonna
is,
need
it's
it.
super hot. This feels like the wrong purchase, but it's nice stuff. Thank you, gracias for showing me.
Puede tocar.
Although I'm not gonna buy it, I feel kind of bad. But
Next time.
next time.
Thank you.
Tal vez pasamos, vamos a la plaza aquí.
Igual le hago su tarjetita para.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Wow. Okay, first things first. We've made it to the main square for all the historical government buildings here in Lima, and they all seem to have this really incredible balcony style window, which is reminiscent of colonial times, built by the Spanish. Just over here we have the Lima National Cathedral, or the main cathedral at least. Looks absolutely fantastic with a
Amazing.
huge square and a bunch of palm trees, and on the left we have the equivalent of the Peruvian White House. So this is where the president lives. They've got a couple guards out front with interesting uniforms similar to a Buckingham Palace style
Yeah,
of
they
thing.
have exchange of the guard at some point of the day, so you can watch that as well.
Right. We might not see it now
Yeah.
just by coincidence, but I can't tell you how nice
It's
this main square is.
beautiful. Wow.
If the purpose of this
Again.
vlog was to see the
Wow.
Rio Lima, it's
This
only
is
getting
also-
better.
this
It's
is
only
the
getting
Real
better.
Lima.
Okay, guys, check this out. This is a representation of how Peruvian women used to dress. So this is a huge skirt, obviously, which is already interesting, but the main part is head covered with one eye exposed. Now, the mirrors everywhere is just an artistic design. They weren't dressed in mirrors, but one eye being exposed as a sort of sexy or sly way to sort of peek at the lover with one
Oh
eye.
yeah, like being mysterious.
Like
Ooh,
being
I'm
mysterious. Very interesting. Okay, Ivana, eat that churro.
shy. Okay.
This is the
let's
best
try it.
churro in Peru. So if you don't like it, you're gonna get kicked out of the country.
Oh, let's try. Actually it looks like a really big donut.
Yeah, the churro I was expecting,
It's like churro, like Mexican churro.
like it has vertical lines on it.
Yeah.
Almost like a lady finger or something.
Yeah, this one is different.
This one is more like a croissant.
Country style.
Country style. Tabong? It's as good as you had hoped.
It's like donut, but the donut dough is very nice.
The dough is really.
It's like almost milky.
Yo.
Milk flavor.
This is a great walking tour. You guys should make a company that does walking tours. A little bit of everything. Food, history, culture, explanation of all key buildings. Thank you very much. High five.
This is very good. And there, it has a filling, like creamy filling. You know?
It's
And
almost
the-
like butter. It's like
like milky butter, like really creamy butter. It's so good. Like the outside is crispy and the inside is so soft, and there's this filling that just smooth melt in your mouth. It's amazing.
I will say this.
5 stars.
I was gonna say 5-star churro.
Very good.
Hey guys, check it out. The entire square is closed because of some reason. The police have just boarded off the perimeter. We were just here 7 minutes ago, but they've closed it. And because we're with Diana, we get a security clearance, I guess, to walk through because we got an appointment at the cathedral in about 5 minutes and we're gonna miss it if we had to go all the way around because the square is so big. And so shout out to Traveling with a Local, because here we are in the main square. This is the White House here. And we are walking over rice of a wedding. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a wedding. Shout out to Diana. It's like VIP traveling over here.
How come they throw rice?
I guess rice instead of confetti, Ivana. Some countries do rice, some people. And so we did learn, unfortunately, that I think the past 4 presidents of Peru, so all the past 4 people who lived in this building, they're all in jail on corruption. Man, that sucks. All the good countries, every country has something wrong with it that goes, oh, that's not good. Because you come here and you think it's amazing. Everyone's really friendly and food is amazing. But 4 in a row on corruption. Sort of similar to Malaysia. We love Malaysia so much. And they've got just a bunch of political turmoil with corruption. And so anyway, this is the incredible area we are here. And next up, we'll go back to the cathedral we were at maybe an hour ago for our English-speaking tour through the catacombs. All right, so we just finished up our tour of the cathedral as well as the catacombs. Unfortunately, no cameras allowed. Shout out to the saxophone street performer, but unfortunately no cameras allowed in the cathedral because they have so many paintings from the 1500s. They can't afford to risk someone putting a flash, which I understand, although it's a bit of a shame because the tour is so great. It's an absolute must-do. The first half is through the cathedral, which was originally built in the 1500s, and the second half is through the catacombs underneath, where you get to see but human bones, femurs and skulls, because they have the highest bone density and they last the longest, and so it's a bit overwhelming. And these people underneath the church were the benefactors who donated lots of money to help build the church, and some of the bones are up to like 300 years old, so it's a bit startling. Now, I wish I was more poetic, but I want to try to tell you something about Peru's history and the amazing history here, because earlier in the video you saw us at the museum that showcases all of the torture techniques that the Catholics were using to try and convert natives. Obviously the museum is closed, but the museum exists because this is a real part of history. And then in the tour we went on a minute ago, we are learning about Saint Francis, who was sainted for his unbelievable strategies, peaceful strategies to convert natives to Catholicism. And so, sort of incredible that these two museums exist something like 10 minutes apart. And this is sort of the story of most countries' history, I guess, where part of it is, you know, St. Francis. He had this amazing technique where he sort of converted the Bible into pictures. They've got a bunch of really interesting photos, I should say paintings, that tell the story of the Bible, including the Last Supper, Jesus' Last Supper, and on the plate is guinea pig. So it's more native friendly and they can identify with it, and it's a peaceful technique to try and convert natives. It's very interesting that you've got these two museums not 10 minutes apart telling the opposite side of the history. It speaks to the fact that there's two sides to every historical story. One is the great St. Francis, and one is torturing people because they were born in the wrong spot. Anyway, that's all I got. Maybe like I said, in 2 months I'll have some more poetic words, maybe. But yet another dancing show here.
La llama, la diosa hermosa del amor, con ustedes, Dina Pauta.
And so, shout out to Peru. Shout out to Lima. We've officially lost our friends.
Right there.
Over there, fantastic.
Yeah.
But big shout out to them, big thanks to them. The tour was absolutely amazing.
Good day. Great
It was
day.
a really great day.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
History, food, culture, thought-provoking things. And so, absolutely great day. Stay tuned for more Lima stuff, and later, everybody.